Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And no, I cannot say talk. Tactics Talk. There you go. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, throw me a subscribe if you like what you see or you learn something along the way. We're going to talk about a little bit of a big picture stuff with World of Tanks today because I've been doing this for 10 years, and it is quite often as I'm playing this game, I'll go through a match, I'll get to the end, and I'll think to myself, okay, that was an okay game, or mediocre game or something. And I'll look at the stats and I'll go, how am I at the top of the board on this game? What were the elements that made that happen? Because I felt like I wasn't really doing much of anything. Now I'm in the KV4 Krestvola ski here, the Kreisel here, the Evil Knievel, whatever this. You look at this nice, like the paint job? That nice paint job. Looks like it's driving backwards, but it's not. Really weird tank. I actually kind of like it, to be quite honest. But we're not here about the KV4 necessarily, although this is going to be a pretty decent game for the KV4. We're going to talk about what does it take to just do well in this game. And it's the little things. It really is the little things. People will say do more damage, be good at side scraping, know your tank, know the maps. Some people say shoot in third person. Some people say zoom in. Just had to throw that out there to you guys. Just had to throw that out there. Well, what is it? What does it look like? What does it look like? And I'm going to tell you, it looks like you do the little things, and you just try, which is kind of this esoteric BS thing. Oh, you just have to try. But what I mean by that is you hit W and you get forward and you start shooting things. You don't sit back. You don't give up on advantages. You try to read advantages. You try to leverage when you have a collapsed flank. You try to leverage any advantage you have. You go for the damage. You move on to the next hit points. So let's get started just analyzing this one a bit as we're moving. We're on Mountain Pass. I'm going to take a shot. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm doing with my camera. Probably not a very likely shot, but we'll just shoot it. That's one thing. Right? I'm not really letting all those shiny things over there stop me and make me stop in the middle and just start shooting. I kind of know where I'm going to go. I knew I was possibly going to get some snaps there. I took it. Okay, didn't really get any damage out of it, but now I'm moving on. And what I'm doing in this game now is I'm looking at how the deployment is going. And you'll see I say don't go around the corner. I'm talking to the 703 because if we pause it here for just a second, I can tell that we're not really getting much help. We have quite a few guys up on the north, going through the north road. We have more than I would like in the middle, but strangely the LIS is pushed in. We have a couple guys camping in the middle, and the Tiger II is late to the party. So the last thing I want to do here is overextend, go around the corner, and get jumped on by the Lurva, the CS-53, the T-44, and whatever other tanks over there, maybe the 14-5 or the Lynx, who have decided to come across. We don't know. We see them lit, but we don't know if they backed up or they kept going or what happened. So we're going to be a little bit smart here. I'm going to do a little side scrape, didn't work. And I think, hey, let's be really clever. I'll get behind this rock. I probably don't use this rock if there's artillery because it's a little bit exposed to it. But we'll just back out here. There is no artillery. They have a big stack in the north. A little bit worried about that flank. So we're going to be careful right here. We're going to be careful right here. And I continue to read the map, trying to figure out what's my next move. Do I need to go back to the middle? But I don't really see anything pushing in here, and the T-44 seems content to be up on that little ridge. Very interesting. And even before I realize it, the 703 says, you know what? Let's just go forward and take this forward position. There's no artillery, so that's nice because you can get kind of wrecked up here where the 703 is going, especially if we move a little bit further with artillery, but there's no artillery. All right, little things. It's noticing the little things and then using that information to react to the match, the mode, and the map that you have in front of you. So we'll come on in here, and I think, all right, well, let's look for some hit points. Unfortunately, well, we get the rev down, but our 6x6 dies. Sorry, our FL10 dies too, they're 6x6. The Lurva is beat up, and the 703 finds him and puts him out of our misery. There he goes. So I'm just going to keep on pushing, right? Keep on pushing. We'll come on up here. Is there anybody to shoot? Doesn't look like it. And you know what? There's no reason to sit here. All right. What I see a lot of times is people will see that and they'll hang out. All right. Is the enemy team going to make a move so that I can exploit that move? Well, why don't you just make your own move? I'm going to come in here. I got some nice armor. We're going to thump this guy. There's a T-44. We get pretty lucky to not take any damage right there. Takes me a while to figure out my my repair kit, but I get her done. There we go. And the Tiger II, unfortunately, picks a weird line driving right behind me. So we'll get out here, and we've got these guys pushing up. Try to hit this 53, get another bounce. Very nice. 44 goes over the edge. The 53 comes up top. And I'm just pushing right now. What are these guys doing? You know, they're just... I just don't understand sometimes. I really don't. Why these guys didn't push with me, and why weren't they up next to me going up and over and just knocking these guys down? We have a huge advantage right here. But they're lagging the fight. They were back there. I don't know what they're doing. Hiding, doing whatever. T-44s come up. That's good. I notice there's a 252U over there. I really don't want to expose myself over to this side. And I have a hull down CS-53 who's probably going to thump me as I come up and over. So that's just asking to be shot in the side. So I'm going to kind of bail out of that. Just take a quick peek here. And we'll back out. I think this actually cost me a hit. No, not yet. So just back out. Now what... Again, I don't know what these three are doing, but I leave the one guy to them because I know we're exploiting a weakness, all right, a seam in the defense. I'm going to continue to come around this corner. The CS-53 will eventually die. Will he? I don't know. What are they doing? I have no idea. So he backs off, it looks like. And we're just going to keep on pushing in. Find the T-44. He does a nice little job getting a shot in on us. And I'm going to keep pushing. A lot of people would sit here and peek around the corner because they're worried about the Object 252. I'm looking at the match. I can see that we have an overwhelming advantage right now. Guys are coming into the middle. It's unfortunate I got lit on fire right there. But I had a kit, so that's all good. I can see that the collapse is happening, so I'm just W. All right? I know these guys will follow me up, but I'm thinking, good Lord, how long did it take for them to kill those guys way back there? And we'll just keep on pushing in. So I've only got 1,297. But if I'm going to get any more damage, I got to get in there and get it. Because the sharks are starting to circle, and there's just not going to be many hit points left. He fired, so I'm free to come around the corner. Little things. He fired, I noticed that. I'll just come around the corner. I'm spamming gold. He has a long reload. I think I'm going to be inside his reload, so we'll just come in here and get a nice little aim. There we go. So we crank another 316 out of it, and we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Right? Get your damage. Don't hide behind rocks. Don't wait for the enemy to do something. Especially on a romple stomp like this. Just get in there, man. I'm trying to get up against him. I don't know if I get this shot. Nope. Somebody else got it. And then the Progetto hits me, and I just fix it and go. You know what? Go at him. Who cares? If he's going to hit me, that's fine. Let's see if we can get some more hit points. Maybe we can get some assist out of it. T-44 rages in. Takes another shot. Dude dies. Down goes the Super Pershing. And the game is over. Now, I don't want to make too much out of a romple stomp. But there's plenty of people in this romple stomp who didn't really do very much damage. Who probably could have been forward gobbling all kinds of damage. When I turned around trying to figure out where these guys are, I'm just thinking, what? Where are you guys? Why did it take you so long to get in there and get anything done? I'll show you the card afterwards, and you'll see the damage some of these guys. The T-44, the Tiger II, and the Progetto. There was one guy who did a lot of damage. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I think it was somebody that was in the north who did a really nice job on this particular map. The point is that the game is easy on the surface and difficult under the surface. The concept's easy. You drive forward, you shoot things. Doing well consistently can be difficult because there's a lot of nuances to how you W into people and keep going. But as you're learning how to get better and better at the game, it really is all these little things. Reading the map, reacting to the map, reacting to the match flow instead of just the map as just some examples. And I'll end it with saying that, you know, as I say the concept's easy and the execution is difficult, sometimes the execution is easy if you just drive and try to get hit points. Stop worrying so much about whether someone's in a bush or not. Now, that doesn't mean just YOLO out. But your hit points are a resource. And in a game like this, where you're just trying to get as many hit points and experience, etc., as you can, get in there, go after it. You know, if you ever come out of a match and have the same feeling I did, that, wow, I felt like I didn't do much, but I did really well, go look at that match again and then pay attention to what the rest of your team is doing. It's eye-opening. it's eye-opening because you'll think, well, God, I just really didn't do much here. I'm only got 2,283 damage and some bounces and 1 kill. But then get to the card at the end, look at what everybody else did, go back, look at the replay and go, what were they doing? It's the little things, guys. It is the little things sometimes. All right, that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys have a good day. We will see ya.